July 3rd, ASAP Rocky was detained in some detention center in Sweden after he was performing, and allegedly it was like just two men just following him, and now they posted this on his Instagram page. One of them actually was pretty much trailing him, and he stated like, "Hey man, get back! Listen, I don't want to fight you. I'm not trying to go to jail." But easily provoking ASAP Rocky and his security guard. Actually, it was to the point that one of the individuals was walking towards him and his security guard. And now he threw the threw the one dude on the ground and started beating him. And pretty much he did this in the act of self-defense because for the most part, if someone's following you, trailing you, and you mind your own business, and yes, that's the intent to, okay, is this person trying to hurt me? Is this person trying to rob me? Let me pretty much do what I can, take advantage of this, so he won't take advantage of me. And I'm pretty sure this pretty much was his mindset at that time. Now, he was charged for a preliminary assault. The prime minister of Sweden, Stefan Löfven, said they're not going to interfere with it. He would not receive special treatment. And a lot of politicians and profile celebrities has been going to his defense in this moment right now. Now he's saying it's unclean water ever since he's been detained. Some people say he only had like what I think black introverts say he only had like one apple per like 2 or 3 days so far. I mean, it's just pretty much inhumane, man. And it's really he's in these crazy conditions in this moment, man. And also, me just doing research and looking at this, man. I mean, some people in the African American community, they was going back to his older interviews, was stating that well, he doesn't really speak up for the black community, especially in his music and his interviews. So a lot of people they're not feeling sorry for him. But then again, it's to some people and his fans that really want this man to be released. I'm just looking at the evidence, putting my pride to the side and all this stuff and my emotions. This man is pretty innocent, and based on this video, and you pretty much need to be released. It kind of sucks, like you performing, you doing what you need to do. Even like rappers like Tyler the Creator was just saying that, hey, this is why I don't even perform in Sweden. I will never ever go there. And I'm pretty sure they trying to do things what they can to get him out, but they want to intervene as well too because they don't want all that attention. But at the same time, man, I mean, if President Trump and the U.S. State Department is trying to intervene in this, they say it's going to make it worse. It might actually hold him even longer because they don't want any type of outside forces or any countries intervening to their justice department. But at the same time, man, I mean, you got individuals going here just, from America, this is American, just in a Swedish prison. You do what you got to do to get them out and just do a continuation or some type of extension on the investigation. I believe when his attorneys are doing that, they did a 6-day extension. I mean, it pretty much reminds me of one of the balls. I think it was, I'm not sure, it was one of the basketball players that actually got caught up stealing stuff in China, and then President Trump actually stepped in. And President Trump was getting criticism because he's pretty much, they feel like he's only doing things because of a high profile celebrity say, hey, go in here and my such and such boy is in danger, like Kim Kardashian said, and then Kanye West was saying like, hey man, free my boy A$AP Rocky. And if he's doing that and trying to free him, he's not doing it because of his heart, he's doing it because he wants to, just I guess be good, or in a way just have a good image. But that's here or there. At the same time, I think it's just it's kind of crazy, man, in a way, man. But I mean, if it's people following you, and yeah, I mean, of course you're gonna feel a little threat, and then you gave them a little pretty much a warning. And they say in some parts of Sweden that if you're not Arab or you're not type of Arab descent, yeah, they will kind of they will rush you, man. They will try to test you. And I believe, like, they say it's alright, like he may be Somalia or some type of African descent, and they pretty much know he's not from there, so they're gonna treat him differently. But at the same time, it's really unfortunate, man. This kid is 30 years old. I know he got his whole career. He's doing good with his career, and it's just something like this is on his record, and he's being treated unfairly. But hey, man, I seen even images in the Swedish prison as well. I mean, some people say, "Oh, well, it's not that bad," but it's not the place he's in. It's just how they're treating him in this moment for the crime that he's been charged with. But that's TMZ don't really have all the evidence so far, man. But they, if you really do some update on the case, that if President Trump is, it's going to intervene with this, they said, they might detain him a little bit longer. So I just hope that don't happen. Maybe they just really working on this man to get this man out, and so he can just go on back into America, go on tour, do what he need to do. I know his fans are dying to see him, but I just pretty much want to talk about how I feel about this situation, man. I think they really do another thorough investigation, have a good attorney, and pretty much overturn this. this case. That's the best thing you can do, man. Maybe Supreme Court can really step into this, man. But I mean, it's really sad, man. You know, from July 3rd, but it is what it is, man. It's just things in life. I'm not gonna, fault him if he really talks negatively about the African American community. I mean, we all say some crazy stuff, man. At the same time, we're the most forgiving people, but at the same time, man, it, justice has to be served, man. Right you have to be right, man. Justice system is kind of it's just kind of broken in some areas, man. But A$AP Rocky, people saying free A$AP Rocky, he needs to be free, and just going back to America, man. Just do his music that way, man. But that's pretty much all I really have to say. I might have some things link in the description box, maybe some little bit of articles you guys can read up on that. But yeah, I just want to pretty much be a little bit brief. I'm not gonna draw this video too long. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys taking time out your day to look at this video. I'm out. Deuces.